All right, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Otis Frampton Live. It's another Making and Talking Comics show for me today. Just making sure the audio is good. Looks like it's good. All right, well, happy Friday. Yesterday was a really busy day for me. Two shows and a very important phone call that hopefully will result in something pretty cool. But can't talk about it yet, so you know how it is. Let me get the chat ready so that I can chat with you guys. All right, I'll set up chat. Today I'm going to be working on this. It's the first page in one of the chapters in the next Ugly Normal book. Probably wondering what this orange stripe across the top is. That's a little thing I do where it's how I know what level the page is done to. If you make comics, this is how I do my. I'll show you. This is where'd it go? Oh, sorry. So when I'm making comics, I have this this process, worksheet that shows, my status, all the pages, and then I have pencils, inks, colors, and letters, and I know what process I'm at when I fill in one of these with the different colors, and so this one I know is at the level of having been inked, and now we're finishing the colors. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. And the big black area here is going to feature an illustration, a chapter heading illustration. But I don't know that's going to be yet. So let's just get going here. Starting kind of late today. Whoops. So I had to sort of scramble to figure out what I wanted to talk about comic-wise later on in the show. But I think I found something. I'm going to show when I talk about it, I'm going to show the digital, the Kindle version. I'm going to use that to talk about it. I actually own it in 3 different versions. I have it's a 3-issue miniseries, and I have the 3 single issues. I have the collected, sort of trade. It's a small trade, but it's still a trade. And I have it on digital. It's just one of those things. It's like I remember I bought the original comics, and the trade came out, and got that. And then I thought, you know what, I'd kind of like to have that digitally. And it went on sale one day at Comixology, so I picked it up. What the heck? Why is that? Looks like I screwed up there. Let's use this. There we go. That's fine. There we go. Actually, I think up here it should be different. The light would start to be like that. I think it's time to start throwing on some color overlays so I know what I'm working with here with the end result. It's too much. There we go. Also, that's not the right background color. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's choose blue. better. Come on. I don't like that. It's too bright. All right. Pretty much almost done here. A couple of finishing touches. This is going to be a short one today. Then I'll jump right into, whoops, talking about comics. The flats are going outside of the line art a bit. All right. Let's get rid of some of the layers we don't need. Oops. Whoops. Oh, my chair fell back. Sorry about that. Startling noise. Jeez. All right. I think that's about it. I'll come back to this page. I need to finish the chapter illustration for it anyway, but there's not too much to this page. What did I have to... As you can see, here's my brilliant idea for text that'll eventually go there. I don't have it figured out yet, but I know there's going to be something there. Actually, maybe like a final from this character. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Sometimes I just put in temporary balloons knowing the dialogue will go there. Not sure what the dialogue is. Oops. Come on, stop that. But knowing that something will be said, it always works out. But there we go. Page is colored. Okay. So I'm going to switch it up here, and we're going to switch to the talking about comics section of this this live stream. And let me just save that. There we go. Let's see if it'll bring up. Hey, it did. This is what we're talking about today. Let me get the colors right on the video so that you're seeing it as I see it. All right, well, that's close enough. I'm just noticing this now. So this is actually the Kindle version, but it looks like they actually straight up scanned the cover, because you can see some. Whoops. I'm not zooming in on that. You can actually see. Yeah, hopefully they straight up scan the cover. So anyway, I have the original 3 issues. This is a 3-issue arc of a series called Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. I believe it started in the 90s or late 80s, maybe. Probably late 80s. And this was from about 1992. About that time, I think. Let's see. Oh, this says, yeah, 92, the original one. I have the original 3 issues of this series and the trade, like I said, but it would be hard to show these, and I don't want to bring out my original issues. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my stomach's making noises. So we'll just talk about this. So this is another comic that I discovered around the same time as I got back into comics in 1992, after walking into that comic shop and discovering Spawn #1, after not having read comics for a while. If you watched the first episode of Makin and Talkin Comics, I talked about Spawn #1 and how it got me back into comics after not reading them throughout my high school years, and how that issue made me want to draw again, got me back into comics, got me, thinking of doing comics professionally, and I hadn't for a while. And I picked up this comic. I wasn't really a huge Batman fan. I liked the first movie. I had read Dark Knight Returns, and I loved that, which came out in '86, right around the time when I stopped reading comics. Sorry about that. Okay, and my stomach is making noises. I apologize about that. So one of the things that stood out to me about this comic, and when I first picked it up, is like Spawn #1. It was very cartoony, and when I had stopped reading comics and when I had stopped thinking about doing comics professionally, it was kind of because I felt like my work didn't really fit in to mainstream comic art. I always drew very, very cartoony, and just didn't feel like my work was right for the medium or for where mainstream comics were at the time. This comic, however, I'm trying to get that image just right so you can see it. There. When I saw this, it really blew me away at how simple and very cartoony the imagery was. Matt Widener is the writer and artist. He had previously been best known, I think, for a creator-owned series called Nexus. I think he'd done some mainstream work, but this was my first look at his work, and something just drew me to it. And I knew that if something this tunified was considered mainstream, along with Todd McFarlane's work, that I felt like maybe I had a place in the business. And I still come back to this comic a lot and look at it just to sort of admire Matt Wagner's really simplified line work, his use of panel breakdowns, really great. Look at this I love this page. I like, if there are a handful of pieces of original comic book art that if I could, pony up the money to buy and own and find, I would. And this is actually one of them. I love this image of Batman on the Bat Cycle, because look at, there's not even that much there. I'm sure he drew more, but then when he spotted in the blacks, it's like, nope, I'm just going to hide it all in black, and you know exactly what it is. It's just, to me, this is beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Tim Sale's work, another artist famous for Batman work that I'll probably talk about sometime in the future. But definitely leaned into the noir aspects of Batman. I just really, here's another image that when I first read this comic, I'm like, that, it's so graphic and bold. And I at that point, really started looking at Todd McFarlane's work and looking at the quirky nature of his work, and really got into that. There's a sequence coming up. Here it is. Oh, first of all, this page, amazing. This large establishing shot that's set after we are introduced to the scene, but then he pulls way up and shows this amazing establishing shot of Wayne Manor. Really great. But this page in particular is one I wanted to talk about, and it's one that I think about a lot when I think of this series of issues. Look at this page. You almost don't know where to start, but it's broken up so that you kind of start here, you go there, you go here, come here, come here, come here. Look at how he uses the comic page to create, one scene using one shape, the running track, and then inside that track he breaks down the rest of the story. But he also uses the characters on the track as part of the storytelling. It's really, really, really wonderful. This page, I'm not much for doing, sort of comic booky layouts. I tend to be very basic, but sometimes I'll do something that I think is interesting, and I'm always reminded of this page. It's such a great use of the space and the shape of the comic page, and just everything about it's wonderful, really wonderful. And again, as we move through it, you can really see that he's leaning into using black almost as a color, but sometimes it gets so graphical that the shapes that he's creating blend into the background. But he's still, like here, this panel right here is leaning in to shake the hand, and he's using the woman's blouse as sort of like negative space so that you can see the shape of the arm. It's simple. You wouldn't really even think about it, but it's really good use of spotting blacks and composition and all that. Really love this comic. Oh, this panel again. Batman almost bleeds into the background, and that's one thing that I love about the way he does Batman comics, because Batman, creature of the shadows, and he really goes for that. There's not even a definition of the head. You feel like as an artist, I would have tried to accommodate some negative space in there for the ears, but he doesn't even do that, and it works really well. His version of Two-Face is pretty great too. Really, really tragic. Do I only have the first? I only have the first issue on digital. That's right. Oh, I apologize. I thought I had the whole thing. I guess I got to buy the other two. Oh wait, do I? Where's my library? Oh, I guess I only have the first one. I apologize in advance. I thought I had the other two. Oh well. I guess this one's going to be a short one, but I highly suggest finding copies of this. It's a really great series. Obviously, it's focused on Two-Face. This page is actually kind of reminiscent of a scene in Dark Knight Returns, but yeah, really great. Matt Widener's work is fantastic. He's, again, mostly known for his creator-owned stuff, or at least he was at the time of this. Since then, he's done some more mainstream stuff. He did a 3-issue series for DC called Trinity, which was about Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, which is also really good. Something else I have in my Comixology wish list. But like I said, I come back to this comic a lot and look at it and analyze it for how he used very simple shapes to create really great compositions, create movement. And he wasn't afraid to go for really extreme angles in some of his shots. You can see that, like in this page, it's extreme down angle that sets the entire stage after the lights come on from the previous page. And then, from a storytelling point of view, once you establish the environment, you can go in for those close-ups and be a little bit more abstract with the rest of it. Because in the reader's mind, they've already seen the environment, so it's a good lesson for comic creators. Make sure you have a good establishing shot, and then you can break things down. There's another extreme shot of the opera house with Batman coming in, and then like these tiny panels with action. Look at this little tiny panel here with Batman throwing the batarang with the rope line on it. It's so small, but it doesn't. But that, looking at panel breakdown theory, it doesn't need to be huge. It's a brief moment in time. It's what's more important is what happens before and after. It's really good stuff. Matt Widener is a great comic creator. He knows what he's doing. Look at this panel. The use of the small figure in the larger shape. It really tells you everything you need to know about this character. He's a small character physically and metaphorically. All right. Again, I apologize. I thought I had the whole series on digital. I guess I got to go back to my Comixology wish list and check it out and get the other two. I definitely have it in other forms, like I said. But it's a great series. Check it out. Check out Matt Widener's work on the Trinity series also. That's good stuff. I'll be back Monday with another Makin and Talkin comics episode. This time I'll be more prepared. I apologize. Until then, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on Rumble, YouTube, and X. And I will see you later. Have a good weekend.